Hello, mate.
All right, how you doing?
Yeah, not bad, you?
Good, thank you.
Good. Not too bad.
A bit more chilled now.
This is a chilled vibe, isn't it? This is hello everybody, and sorry it's been too long to be doing a podcast. We're actually doing a podcast with an audience as well. So our wives are looking on and grinning at us like Cheshire Cats, probably because it's cringe. Anyway, hi everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. It's been a while. It has been a little while, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's been,
Excuses. Go on, you go first.
what excuses have I got for not doing a podcast?
Yeah.
It's been really hot. What do you mean it don't work? Some of us are out grafting, mate, but you're going to have to deal with it. We've just been busy. We've been doing we've obviously had all the rounds. I changed job.
Been on holiday.
You've been on holiday. You're looking very brown. Not as brown as me, but you're looking pretty brown. And life just gets in the way of doing this stuff.
We've been to do it, haven't we?
Yeah, we have
About
been.
it.
I mean, we haven't spoken to you all since Brands, so the season opener, and we're now
Mid-season.
we're now mid-season review, and we've not really spoke about it much before. But I guess there's a fair bit to talk about, which is good. I'm going to crack open a beer because it is Friday evening,
Yeah.
and we are this is downtime for us. So I guess
2 weeks from Donington.
yeah, we've got a couple of weeks till Donny, and we'll get on to Donny obviously a bit later. But we're halfway through the season. And lots has gone on. So I think what we'll do is, I think the best thing to do is just like update everybody on where the championship standings are. I know everybody keeps an eye on them and stuff, but we may as well quickly talk about where we are today from a championship point of view.
And go back.
And then and then explain how we've got there. Yeah. So overall championship has been quite tight at the top actually. Luke's currently leading by 35 points to Adrian Kershaw. Ben Round, despite missing a round, didn't do it on purpose. He missed Alton Park, unfortunately. He had a family emergency and had to leave. But he has closed the gap right up. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's 47 points behind. Behind him, Max McRae with a resurgence. Behind him is me in 5th place. Level with Aaron Sylvester, you might have heard of him. Max Sylvester, no, ever heard of her? Max Sylvester's behind me. Pete Woodall, you, Mark in 9th, and Colt Dwyer in 10th. That's the overall standings for the ACU, and I figure C1 and C2 is a bit tighter in the top 5, so we'll just do the top 5 of those. So I'll do top C1. So C1 is Adrian Kershaw's leading by 41 points to Ben Round. Mark Osborne in 3rd, 218 points.
Yep.
Aaron Sylvester, 4th place with 200 points. And Rachel Stacey rounding out the top 5 of C1s with 121 points.
C2, you've got Luke McRae heading the field at 402 points. Then you've got Shaun on 328, 74 drift. Followed by Max Sylvester, 268 points, 134 drift. Pete Woodall is on a mission. He is 144 points behind Luke McRae, 10 points behind Max. And then you've got Philip Anson on 158 points.
Yeah, doing well. Yeah, so C3, I've included a few more to talk about in C3. I've put 10 because C3 is probably the biggest class with a sort of a tight knit amount of riders that are all fairly close battling, especially in that sort of second pack. So naturally, Max McRae is leading by a fair chunk.
Still not over though, is it?
82 points. It's never over till it's over.
No.
He's leading Colt by 52 points. Then Ian Carter by a further 143 to Colt. Ian Carter's on 284. Ian was last year's C3 champion. John Ashmead, who we'll get onto later, is in 4th. Jordan Butler is in 5th, so good from Jordan.
Or freshman, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Calvin Grimes is 2 points behind Jordan on 156. Then you've got the Beard, Gary
Adorjan. Gary the Beard.
Gary the Beard would stick with 137 points. Joe Baldry at 120 points.
Big Joe Baldry.
Big Joe. And then you've got our man Lenny Kearney also known as Will, 110 points. He's obviously used a couple of rounds.
Is Lenny 110 his birth name?
Probably.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. And then also Chris Rogers is rounding that out in 10th place in C3. We'll get on to Chris's later as well.
Plenty more points to play for, isn't there?
There is lots to play for. So that's. I've got an extra page here. Yeah, so anything can happen. Oh, hang on. I'm missing the rookies. The rookies are here. Sorry.
Oh, yes, the rookies.
Rookies, Jordan is leading the championship now. Phil has missed a round, which has given Jordan a bit of a little resurgence. He made the most of it. Did he get 4 wins? He did, didn't he? He had 4 wins at SNET.
Yeah.
Which has taken him 25 points ahead of Phil. Jordan's riding really well, so it wouldn't be surprised if he really starts trying to sort of push on and try and take a bit out of Phil, to be honest.
He's taking it seriously. He's bought another bike.
He's bought another bike and everything. He's proper taking it serious.
Not right in the kitchen side.
Yeah, not leaving anything to chance at all is Jordan. Best looking bike on the grid as well.
100%. Bar mine.
All right, yeah. Best looking bike on the grid, Jordan.
When it's not smashed up.
We do like it. When yours is upright. Philip Byanson is in second. Paul Adams is in third. Local bike one. Yeah, massive. He's doing really well. Dylan Jordan, young Dylan doing really well in fourth. But he's only 92 points behind Paul Adams.
Yeah, he got a few seconds, didn't he? In that last round.
Yeah, he had some good results in the last one, and I think he had a couple of. Didn't he have a result with Cadwell as well?
He got his.
He got
his first podium.
Oh, Donny with podiums, yeah. Then Stephen Davies, he is in fifth. Terry Thompson sixth. Them two we'll get onto a bit later because they were included in the drama. Steve Smith also included in the drama. We'll get onto him later. He's in seventh. Dan Perkins in eighth. Martin Johns in ninth, with Ben Parkinson rounding out the top 10 of the rookies. So that's the championship standings as they are today. What's today? It's the 10th of July. Yeah. So we're a couple of weeks out from Donington Park National. But yeah, basically, I think really what we should do is the better half of Donington. Yeah, we'll just quickly sort of go through what little key points from each round. So Alton Park. I guess we'll talk about Alton Park. It's been long enough now. Everyone's got over it. The crying has stopped, I think. Basically, what happened at Donington Park was there was a bit of mixed conditions, and both Mark and I had a drama on the first lap of the first race. And what I did was I quickly whipped my phone out whilst I was picking my bike up off the floor and rang the race office and asked them if they could just hold on until we got back. So they did. It was really nice of them.
That,
I've got to have some perks to be in the rep.
You know what I mean? Best mate and that. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
We'll work together.
No, so being totally honest, it's quite an interesting one, really. In that the weather was a bit mixed. It looked like it was going to be dry. We all went out on dries. And then all of a sudden it started raining, and it was a bit.
That was on the first start, though.
That was on the first start. I wouldn't say
it was dry.
It was dry, but it was drizzling. But it didn't look like it was going to be.
It declared wet race.
It was declared a wet race.
We didn't know that, did we, at the time when we were all getting out there? I didn't.
The first race, they had announced. They had announced it.
We went out on dries.
We all went out on dries because we didn't think it was going to stick. Pretty much everybody was on dry tyres, and
I think. Joe Olsworth had a wet front.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he did. He had a wet front. There was a couple, I think, that did that further down the pack, but it was definitely declared a wet race. So you only get one choice to turn up to turn up at the holding area then and there, and then the race is going to start because it's been declared wet. So they're not going to send you back to change bikes because it's already been declared wet. It wasn't perfect, but it was all done in hand and it was all done properly. Basically, I crashed behind Phil Ianson going down into the second chicane. I can't remember what it's called. Or the brakes. But that wasn't the cause of the red flag. It was the following right-hander. About 5 bikes went down and it caused a massive like pile-up, basically. And that got red flagged.
Chain snap there, didn't it?
Yeah, your chain snapped at the top of at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah.
So I managed to pick my bike up and start riding back and thought I'd save the marshals a trip. But a load of those bikes were mullered and they needed recovery, so it took a little while to sort out. And whilst that was happening,
You got me
I
back, didn't
pushed
you,
you
mate?
back basically from
You are the
Yeah.
Jack Miller.
yeah, it was
The
Miller
CV500.
Taxi's job, wasn't it? Proper push job from halfway around the track with a broken handlebar and airbag blown up and all of that. And it was getting you back. And then we both jumped on our wet bikes.
Thinking we're going to just muller our wet tyres.
Yeah, I thought it was all I can do. We're
go
going
for
because it looked dry, and then it just got a little bit worse and a little bit worse. And I think it was actually in people's.
You went
heads.
scrutineering, didn't you?
Yeah, so we went down pit lane.
I didn't have to.
No, because you
my
didn't
chain
crash.
I just jumped on my wet
That's
bike,
it. So they said that you could go straight onto the grid because you didn't crash.
which I went to pit lane.
So you went to but you came to pit lane, and then they sent you out on the sighting lap and sent Phil and I on our wet bikes to scrutineering, thinking that they needed scrutineering, but they didn't. They were our second bikes. So we nearly missed the start entirely, but then they said, "Oh no, you should have gone straight to the start because you didn't crash those bikes. They're fine." Anyway,
So I'm sitting in pit lane, aren't we? And the heavens open.
I'm sitting in pit lane and it starts raining.
So
No, you got sent to the back of the grid.
No, I started from the pit lane and then joined the sighting lane. So I started at the back.
Sorry, no. What I mean is you did the starting. We
Oh,
started
sorry,
with
you
that.
did
We
the
shot
sighting
off.
lap, did you?
No, we didn't do
Okay.
the sighting lap. We had to start from pit lane with no sighting lap. So when we got back, you were already on the grid, and then the lights went out. We couldn't leave until everybody was through, and Phil and I did do quite well at the beginning and worked our way through. By lap 2.5, the track was nearly bone dry again. It was a bit greasy in spots, but I could feel my wets.
I think it was personally saying it was the end result, but it was fair playing field.
Yeah, some would disagree.
They would, but it
By
was
the end
dry.
Well, the thing is,
dry in areas,
it's proven that it got drier because I was on wets and I was setting the fastest laps of the race until like lap 3, and then the lads with dries on went faster than I did at the end because it was definitely dry.
Yeah.
But basically, Mark took an outright victory from Joe Holdsworth at the last corner, which was pretty cool. I went from the pit lane to 3rd overall with a C2 win, and Phil went from pit lane to rookie victory. So I can't remember where he was. I think he was behind me somewhere. I think he was about 6 seconds back of me. So he would have come 4th, which is like obviously a result. Yeah. So we had a great Alton. The first half of it was a little bit funny and a bit messy, but we enjoyed it. I think from Alton, I think we mentioned it in the Brands podcast. Max was a little bit off the ball. Max McRae was a little bit off the ball at Brands, and he certainly looked like he was starting to find his form. Alton on the Sunday in the first race, he beat me. But in the last race, it was bone dry. And it was definitely dry, and we were all good to go. And I did manage to win to beat him to that. I think I come 3rd overall.
Luke
won that
battle, wasn't
with
it?
Luke and Finn.
Yeah,
they had a great battle. Yeah,
talking by
minuscule. Yeah, I couldn't hang on to them, and Joe Holdsworth crashed.
Yeah,
and I just managed the gap to Max. I put in like quite a bit, about 6 seconds or so.
Really windy and all on a Sunday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
From the previous year when it was glorious weather, 18 degrees.
I know we had a rough Alton Park with weather this year, but anyway. But overall, Alton Park is always mega.
It was a good start. It was good follow on from Brands.
It was good follow on from Brands. It was a bit.
The momentum was still going with us, wasn't
it? Yeah. I think we were both in good. We were both in good spots, and the championship wasn't really sort of showing itself at that point. Obviously, Brands was what it was, and then because Ben had to go home, Max was still not quite as on it as he is now, and obviously we'll get on that later as well, more shortly. Adrian was on it. I might finish 4th overall. Actually, I think Adrian still beat me, but he was riding really well, and Adrian is riding well. But yeah, Alton was good. So that was Alton. With Joe Holdsworth, showed a lot of promise and was really quick. I think he comes from bigger bikes as well, but he couldn't get on to the following round. I don't think he managed to. I don't know if he didn't get out of bed on time or he didn't know that you had to be up early to book on, but he missed it, and then he hasn't been back since. But yeah, anyway, so that was Alton Park. Fairly successful. Good weekend racing, and good with all the crowd as usual. I was racing the Open 500 that weekend as well, I had Andy Cardy with me supporting that, Chris Cayford's bike, and went well on it, but decided that was the last round for it. It was just becoming too much work riding two classes and wrecking and instructing all weekend as well, and it just become a bit much, so we parked it from that round on. But I think I finished fourth in each, in every, four stroke in every one. Yeah. Donington GP. Donington GP was pretty much Ben and Luke. I think they won 2 races each.
Yeah.
Luke had a chain failure. I think that was chain failure number 6 of
the argument
out of 3 rounds. The argument of the chains. So Ben won 2, Luke won 2.
Max come on there, didn't he? A bit.
Max come on real strong. Had a little crash on race 3. Crashed on the brakes going into Melbourne Loop.
Yeah.
But was riding really well. I had a big collision with him coming out of Foggy Essex, went under him, and then he tried to cut around the outside of me, and I didn't know he was there because he was just behind me. If it wasn't someone as big as he is, he probably would have taken him clean out. But yeah, took it. Max knows rubber's racing. We got on with it. It was some good racing at Donny. Adrian was in the mix all weekend. We had Max Hardy as well.
He come from, didn't he?
Yeah, he come from Power Bikes. He got a couple of podiums. He's disappeared again now. I think
he enjoyed it though, didn't he?
He said he enjoyed it, but he hasn't come back. He's gone back to racing boring straight line bikes. So whatever, can't handle the heat. I guess you take yourself out of the kitchen, didn't you? But yeah, so no, it was good to have Max Hardy and see him riding around. And I had a decent race.
Youngster and all, he's young, isn't he?
Yeah, he's only young.
He's a big fella though, isn't he? Tall.
He's a tall lad, yeah. We had a couple of good races.
He had a few issues with his bike, I think, didn't he?
On the test day, he had some problems. Max Sylvester started to show some real sort of promise there as well. I think he really pulled his finger out, and I think he had some bike problems at Alton Park, which maybe marred how he sort of appeared, but knew he had some decent pedigree in him.
Bike issues, he comes my world.
No,
I'll show you a bike issue.
He did have some struggles. But yeah, I think Max come through and did well as well, and then we had Mr. North return, last year's ACU champion. Yeah, turned to racing.
Having time out though.
He's having a bit of time out, family life and all that lot.
Pops, didn't
Yeah, I think it was a decent return. He had overall, we had a 7th, a 9th, a 5th, and an 8th.
Nearly beat him.
You nearly beat him.
We've got Donington coming this, so let's see what happens, eh?
Yeah.
I nearly knocked him off and all, didn't I? I gave him a little elbow, welcome back elbow.
Yes. Didn't you team up the arse?
Oh yeah, that was on the last race, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Race 4 on the Sunday. He decided to miss a gear going down Craners, just at the top, was it?
Yeah. No, the one after Redgate. So after turn 1.
And I absolutely smashed him up the arse.
Nice,
He said he enjoyed. And then in return, I got smashed up the arse by Phil Henderson. So
it was a bit of a mess, wasn't it?
Love train.
Yeah, nice. He didn't.
How we all stayed on, I don't know.
No,
honestly,
looking at the video, I
wrecked my race.
But yeah, I think that's decent. He hadn't raced since last year, and I think that weren't a bad. Missing the first 2 rounds.
He didn't do a test day, did he? Did he do a half a test?
No.
He didn't do anything,
he did a track day that week.
He went straight into quali, didn't
he? Beat me in race 3 by 70 thousandths of a second, which was a little disappointing about. But beat me in the other one. Final. Anyway, yeah, it'd be good to have that back again. Donny GP was all right, but it was pretty much a story of Ben and Luke having it with Adrian mixed in. Max was getting there. Max Sylvester was getting there. It was good. Cadwell Park. In the Cadwell Park drama. What can we say about Cadwell Park? Right, I guess we start at the beginning. So, by all accounts, Saturday was good,
wasn't it?
Yeah, we had the race of the season so far, basically, at Cadwell on the Saturday of Aaron Sylvester versus Will Leaning.
That was the first time Aaron's rocked up, isn't he?
This was the first time Aaron rocked up. Knew of him from bits he'd done at BSB, and obviously Will Leaning is
Will's backyard and all.
Yeah, well known in. It's Aaron's as well. They only live down the road. But Will's notoriously lap record holder at Cadwell Park on CB. I think lap record was 1:39.8, something like that. So it stood for quite a long time, and I've never really known anyone to push wheel around Cadwell Park. I think between him, Josh, Grant, Dan Swift, I think he's always been just better there out of the lot of them. But him and Aaron took the lap record down to like a 1:39.7 or 6 in the first race. I think Aaron took it and took the win. And then in the second race, it ended up being a 1:39.3 outright lap record of Cadwell Park on CB500, a legal one with Dunlops, all fully checked, dyno compliant, etc. So that is an incredible lap time, and apparently it was a fantastic watch. And this is the only problem with being part of a race that these people are in.
We used to watch these people, didn't we?
Yeah, back in the Thundersport days when rookies used to be separate, it used to be such a good chance to watch them race. But obviously, we only ever get to see Luke and Aaron. Well, not quite so bad now.
No.
It used to be turn one. Maybe see them for about 3/4 of a lap now, which isn't too bad. But great thing to watch, and so cool to see how quick it really can be pushed. Max McRae finally beat Luke at Cadwell Park.
Yeah.
So Max was really starting to find some form. Luke's still riding really well, but I think Max is sort of riding high on a bit of confidence at the minute. Strong weekends for Ben. Ben really did really well. Max Sylvester as well. He was flying. I think him and his brother were doing a fair bit of test day riding together, and I think that really did show for Max because he was riding really well. And I know it is his local as well. Whether or not that means he rides there lots of, but it was good to see him riding around very well. And Adrian again was just there, wasn't he? He always
been consistent. Isn't he?
Adrian is really consistent. The fact that he's only 35 points behind the overall just goes to show that he's still doing really well despite not taking an overall win yet this year. I got a new PB. 1:44.6, which wasn't too bad. I was quite chuffed with that. I did struggle a little bit over that weekend. I was a bit drained and tired, but I can't really complain too much. You got a slight improvement on your PB?
Yeah, 1:47, didn't I? Obviously, I only raced the Saturday. I had about 5 dramas on the Sunday, so I didn't even get a race in. I was hoping to get into the 1:46s, which would have been nice. Because I was at 48 was my last year, so yeah,
but it's an improvement, and we get to go and do it all again.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not too bad. I guess really not the elephant in the room, but the thing that was sort of the biggest thing about Cadwell was it was about tune. It was going to turn out to be an amazing weekend. We had good weather, it's quite warm.
We had
a lovely little CB camp. We had a barbecue on Saturday night. We had invited lots of people over. It was a real good social atmosphere.
Yeah. We
missed Will Kearney. He wasn't there, but we did miss him. But we were having a great weekend. And then unfortunately incidents can happen, and race 1 on Sunday, essentially just to set the record straight, what happened was Will Leaning lined up on the grid in second, and as we all set off, he went for second gear and his gear linkage come out, and his shift rod was hanging down. He couldn't shift into second gear, and he's in the middle of the track like a sitting dog, really. I managed to swerve, but I was a row behind him. I can't remember if I was row 2 or row 3. I was just behind him. I managed to see it. I must have only been doing about 30 mile an hour when I saw it, so I swerved around him. And I knew it weren't going to be good from the second I saw it. Because
I see him, I went round and he beat the car up. And as soon as I see that tipped into turn 1, I was like, "This is
we saw the yellow flag before we even got to Collier, and then we knew it was going to be bad."
So you've got like 13 rows, haven't you? Yeah. And you're the first row.
Yeah, so
you've got all them with their heads down, just going full chat.
They must have been doing 90 mile an hour by the time they got to it. So basically what happened was that happened, it got clicked. We don't know who clicked who and who hit who, but essentially the riders that were involved were
11 of them.
There was 11 total. So obviously Will, Terry Thompson, Christopher Rogers,
Dylan,
Stephen Davies, Rob Flint,
who's mate boy broken ankle.
Danny Goff, Cam Davidson, John Ashmead, Steve Smith went down, and Wayne Drake went down. So that's your 11 that actually ended up crashing. Most people, well, I say most, a few of them managed to walk back and were relatively unscathed. Rob's got a busted hand, and he's on the road to recovery. That's Rob Flynn. Dylan had a concussion.
Very, very lucky.
He was lucky. Danny Goff broke his ankle. He was riding around on a mobility scooter at Snetterton, so he come to see us, which was nice. Terry Thompson, broken pelvis, broken wrist, also on a mobility scooter at Snetterton. Good to see Terry. Jack, when he get back on a bike by the sounds of things, which is good.
We've done his elbow.
That was Cam Davison. He's got a lot of pins and a lot of metal work in his elbow, and he's gonna be. That's a long road to recovery, getting that sorted. I know from experience with elbows. And then I guess the real sort of obviously Will hurt his face. He face planted his bike, his yokes, but he was okay relatively. Steve Smith, Wayne Drake, and Stephen Davies was a bit battered. They were all just bruised and whatever else. And then Chris Rogers was pretty battered. Can't remember his exact injuries, but he's just about to. I think he told me this week he was just going back to work, just doing light stuff. And John is the main one, Mr. Ashmead, who was handing out these stickers at the last round. You've got this, John, and it's good to know. And we've been keeping everyone updated. John has. He was put in a medically induced coma to help him recover. He needed help breathing. He had a collapsed lung, broken ribs, broken pelvis in 2 places. All manners of injuries basically, and he needed help breathing, etc. So they put him in an induced coma, and he was out for nearly a month basically.
They tried pulling him out a few times, but yeah, put him back in.
Yeah, I think they tried, and but. What's good news is he's had some operations. I think they've pinned him and sorted him out, and they've brought him out of his induced coma now, and he's now being moved around and physio and put in chairs, and he had another op this week to do something. I don't
talking.
He's able to communicate somehow. I don't know if it's totally legible, but his dad Roger is sort of keeping us updated, which is really nice, and we all wish John.
Done some voice notes for him, didn't they?
Oh yeah, we did. Whatever we sent him a load of voice notes, basically telling him to get out of bed and stop being lazy. And yeah,
done a photo.
Yeah, we did a big group photo at Snet as well. And like I say, everyone's bossing these stickers on their bikes, which is nice. And Will was beside himself with guilt. But these things happen. It weren't Will's fault. He couldn't have odds it. It could have been anyone. And he was really, really keen to talk to all the riders that were involved in the crash, and I think he did, and caught up with everyone. And he's got a big heart, that lad, and he showed it. And I don't think anyone would think ill of him, especially after the way he conducted himself after. So, we wish everybody the best for their recovery from that accident, because it was awful. And in the moment, the club asked me, what do we want to do with racing for the rest of the day? After we knew that no one was fatal and had gone off everyone had gone off to hospital, and we knew the condition of everybody, they asked what we wanted to do. I put it to the class, and the class decided that we wanted to carry on racing. So I think the rerun was like
not a lot of people.
There was about 14, 15 of us, and then the last one there was only about 12. So it was a real sort of shadow of itself, given that we're the fullest
some people
grid.
went home after race 3.
Some people did go home, and everyone was. There was no right nor wrong thing to do, was there? Yeah, no, there was no wrong or right thing to do. Some people wanted to carry on, and I think if we were in the hospital, we'd say
crack on,
get on a race, crack on. And I think all the riders that were at hospital would have said the same thing as well. So we went out and raced, and it was pretty good. I can't really remember the details, and to be honest with you,
It was one of them weekends you just
they don't really matter.
forget,
They don't really matter. We'll just move on and forget from that. So yeah, anyway, we wish everybody that's still recovering from that a speedy recovery. We hope to have you back soon and stay in touch with us because we'd love to hear how you're all doing. Snetterton.
Another wild weekend, wasn't it, for lap time? Wild isn't the word, is it? For Wester. Outrageous lap times, actually, weren't they?
2:08.
For how he rides lap 100. Doesn't look like he's going very fast, but he wiped 4 seconds off, didn't they? Sorry, 4 seconds.
Yeah, it was 4.
Previously at 2:12, wasn't it?
No, someone had said that they. Apparently, there was a 2:11 done last year, but who knows? I don't know where. I couldn't find it.
Who
But
cares? He still smashed the lap.
he did still smash
on
it.
On a Dunlop.
Yeah. So Snetterton was a rough weekend for you and I, wasn't it? Really, I was not great. I was a bit naff, to be honest.
I mean, I'm not the seconds off me previous by 3 seconds. Yeah, about 3 seconds. So it just didn't go from there, did it?
Quick math.
Yeah, I was so quick there to do that. The ratings are kicking in. Yeah, quality didn't go very well for me, did it? I felt all right, but it was mixed conditions again, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was following you in quality and you high-sided coming out onto the back straight, didn't you?
We had a thunderstorm, didn't we, Friday night?
It was a bit damp in the morning.
Second on, it was like everyone's looking.
Well, I went wet thinking it was wet because we looked at the times from the last.
Yeah, they were well off, weren't they? Who was out?
It was the Super Twins, and they were like doing like 2:28s. So I was like, it must be absolutely soaked. There's no other answer. So it must be soaked. So I went wet. And then, I don't think it was you that caused it, but they red flagged the session.
No, that's me.
Was that you?
Yeah.
Well, that was quite weird because I come round, I literally followed you onto the back straight, watched you click the white line. He sent you off. Your bike started carrying on down the left-hand side of the circuit.
It went off and went across
then
the
carried
track.
on. And then I'm riding along thinking, it's just going to come to a stop down there on the left-hand side. And then it shot across the track in front of me and landed on the other side of the circuit. So, as we pulled into pit lane, I saw Ben Round jump on his driver.
Yeah.
And I'd already ridden past the garage and missed the garage.
Good shout.
It was a good shout. I should have done the same. But I don't think he's a clever sod. And he was quick there. Him and, again, Max Sylvester really, really flying. Max McRae was also very quick. So, yeah, good, strong weekends for all the usual suspects, basically. Ben, Max and Adrian, Luke as well.
Yeah.
I had a terrible weekend. I don't even think I went fast as I did last year. Did get a couple of cool photos. I've got one where I'm like
going there,
like this, off the floor coming around Palmer's. And I've got one with me and Owen Wilkinson in race 1 where I beat him to the line by...
That went viral.
3,
How many views you got?
110,000 views on the Bemsee page. I think it was by 3 thousandths of a second.
Me and Colt had that, didn't we?
Yeah, you had a similar on you and Colt. Colt tried to do the arm thing as well, but he tried from a long way back, that one. And we've also... Yeah, so it was Snetterton was a good weekend for lots of people.
I was looking forward to that, and obviously, it just didn't work out. But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Keep going, isn't it?
Yeah,
you can't ride well every weekend.
Apparently, you can if your name's Aaron or Ben.
Yeah.
Or there's lots of them. And Adrian. Actually, they're not. Some people do just turn up and just turn it on. And I think we'll bounce back. So I guess that the overall championship outlook is it's starting to really sort of ramp up and get quite close at the top with Adrian, Luke,
which is everyone's out.
Well, Max McRae's closing in. He could well be a contender as well. What we say, Adrian, Luke. Ben's taking lumps out of them, isn't he? So it really is anyone's at the minute, halfway through the year. So what I do know is that we no longer, for the next round at least, we no longer have Aaron. For whatever reason, he has not entered Donington National. So we've got a list. Bored of smashing everyone.
Riding on the own, yeah.
So I've got the entry list for next weekend, Donington National. and it's lots of the usual characters really. Some new names if you like. Darren Mell, not heard of him, but he's on the reserves. Finchhawk returns, first time since Alton Park. Josh Leaning is making an appearance. The
Is he C1 bollocks? Is he C1?
what, Leaning?
Yeah.
He's putting a bit of timber, isn't he?
He's easily C2.
He's not the
There's no way he's C1, is he? Do you reckon? What's C1 go up to?
90 kilos in gear.
Yeah. Do you reckon?
Don't know. He's not quite the small.
About you, isn't he?
He's not the small framed
No.
teenage girl he used to be, is he? Owen Wilkinson's back. I think he. Oh, actually, I think Owen was on the reserve as well. So it's Owen and that Darren that are on the reserves. Spencer Baker. Don't know Spencer Baker. That's a new name. Wayne Drake returns as well since Cadwell. Ben Parkinson's come back. He's on the list. Bradley Catlin from Thundersport is coming. Daniel North returns.
Yeah.
Jack
He's doing
Summer.
2 rounds.
Jack
He's doing
Summer.
2, isn't he?
Yes, he's
Daniel
doing
North.
PZR as well, so that should be interesting. Jack Sumner. I don't know if he's raced with us before. I can't remember, but I do recognise the name. Martin Siggins all of a sudden has returned. Of course you have.
What's he riding then?
Max Mort's rental bike, I think. Stephen Davies is also coming back. Phil will be back. Phil Ianson.
Fighting for the championship for the rookies.
Who else we got? Bobby
Jamie
Campbell's
Horner.
back.
He missed last round.
Jamie Horner
Back.
did this last round as well. Yeah, he's back. James Hayes returning first round back at Alton Park as well. We've also got Jonathan Carpenter back. He really enjoyed himself by the sounds of things last time at Snetterton. He's a nice bloke. And then also Simon Finch and
he's
Max
back.
Morder
Our
returned.
local Kent boy.
Yeah, Simon is not Max, he's Dirty Northerner. But yeah, nice to see Simon back after his little lay down sleepy moment at Alton Park that he had. He didn't get knocked out, he just couldn't be asked to get up or out of the gravel, it looked like.
You're talking about Simon?
Yeah.
He was flying and all, wasn't
He wasn't
he?
he was a
Flying
friend.
into the gravel.
Oh, flying into the gravel at Alton, yeah. And Max Moore's back, so it's nice to have Max back. And Will Kearney is making a return, so that'd be nice to have him back as well. Predictions for Donington National? Got any? I think it's almost
It's going to be Josh Leaning, obviously,
I would say obviously.
and Finchhawk, and
Ben,
yeah, I mean,
Adrian, Max, Luke.
last year Finn and Josh went away with it, didn't it, at the front, really?
Yeah,
If
they
I
did,
remember
but
rightly. And then there was the pack behind, wasn't there?
yeah,
Ben, Adrian's,
yeah.
Dan North,
Well, that was
yourself.
the GP, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the GP. I think the National flow's a bit different, and I think it'd be more interesting this year. I didn't do the National last year. I haven't done the National since 2022.
Mm. Oh, because it was the last round last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, and
It was
I
raining.
was injured. But yeah, so we've got. I don't know about predictions. It'd be really hard to actually make any. Do you think it might rain? Do you think we might actually get a proper wet race?
Nah.
I don't think it is. I think it's going to be about 400 degrees again. Should
One
we?
thing you didn't say about the volcanic heat we had there on the Friday.
Oh,
About 40 degrees.
52
degrees track temperature.
40 degrees in the garage, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Stunning. It was far too hot. Mid-season awards. Should we do some?
Yeah, go on.
Rider of the season so far.
Me? No. I would say it's got to be Max McRae. I would say.
Nah,
What are you going for?
nah, because
Pete Woodall? He's coming along.
He is coming along.
Quietly. Ben
think-
round.
I think
There's too many. There's a
Yeah,
few
there's
of them.
too
Isn't
many.
there?
Rider
They're
of
all
the season's
performing at
tough.
the front. Ben round. Max McRae is throwing it up at the knee. Pete Woodall's coming along closely.
biggest surprise.
Me winning the race.
That was a surprise. That was a big fucking surprise.
Still getting over it. Biggest surprise.
Calvin Grimes really coming on this year when he's there. Big surprise. Not a big surprise because he's worked hard at it. So, but doing very well. But he could also be our most improved rider. I think Max McRae's probably most improved rider. Split between him and Max Sylvester, but I think Max Sylvester always could ride well. But in 3 rounds, he's just absolutely looks like a completely different person.
Yeah.
But when your brother's that good and you get a bit of air pockets, it probably helps a little bit of help,
isn't it? But you can't take it away from him.
No, absolutely not. Hard luck award. That's got to be Terry Thompson.
Yeah.
Or any of the poor fuckers at Cadwell Park, really. Terry absolutely loves it, every second of it, and he drew a real fucking short straw being involved in that.
Yeah.
But I think all of them, all of the lads that are injured, because they've all got injuries that are stopping them from working and stopping them from riding and stuff, so that's real tough. Best battle's got to be Luke. Got to be Aaron and Will at Cadwell.
Yeah.
For lap record that I'd be surprised if anyone can beat, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's insane. So yeah, I think there's too much there to go on. And obviously we've had a couple of Scarborough rounds. Not a great deal to say about the Scarborough rounds apart from I won the first one, became third in the second one. Will Kearney did his debut, Dean Carver did his debut, and Calvin had a bit of a rough round the last time. Ian Carter's riding well there. Scarborough's great. The last time we were there, you come up and watch. We had a good crack as well.
Yeah, no, it's nice. We went out, didn't we?
Went out to Scarborough Seafront in the amusements, and
someone got on the karaoke.
Oh yeah, we probably don't need to talk about that. I know. Tell you what I did though. I beat Ian Carter on the computer game motorbike and all.
He's not. Yeah, he's after you this year.
He's after me on something.
Somewhere
We
beat him at
everything. He beat me at Snett. I did run on at the end of the start, back straight, and had to join last.
Win's a win, though.
A win is a win.
You've got to finish.
Congratulations, Mr. Carter. Well done. But yeah, we had a good crack at Oliver's. It was a good laugh, the last one, and especially Ricky Martin riding really well after being out for a couple of years. Steve Allen was riding really well, and Calvin was riding well, but he had an accident, and I think that knocked his weekend. Grant Aitchison is coming on that season really well as well, so it's good to see. So there's lots of good riders at Scarborough at the minute.
You've got a lot signed up for the next round, didn't you?
There's 12 due there next week, so that's pretty good. So hopefully another solid weekend of racing. And I don't think I'm going to the last round because it clashes with Bemsee, but wish everybody all the best when they do get there. And I think if you ride a CB,
but you're winning the thing outright at the moment.
Yeah, I'm leading the championship by so I'm like 9 points ahead, something like that.
Of Ricky Martin?
No, Grant Aitchison. Ricky's closing in, and I think it'd be tough for the rest of the year. But really good racing there. We had great weather at the last one. It was like perfect conditions, real quality riding. And if you even remotely want to do road racing and you've got a CB500 and you want to go and pop your road racing cherry, go and do it. It's incredible. And I guess really that's it.
On to Donington.
Yeah.
Let the fun begin.
I think we should
full grid.
It is a full grid.
40. Any reserves?
It is a full grid.
Reserve list and all lined up?
Yes, 2. We've got 42 riders signed up.
So we was a little bit down, weren't we? Obviously, with relation to what happened to Cadwell.
I'm just going to quickly check if the camera is still rolling, actually, because that would be embarrassing. No, it's still rolling. We're good.
So we was obviously down on the grid, weren't we? Big time.
Yeah. We was
28.
Yeah, it was the same weekend as...
And people... Joe Baldry had a breakdown in his van that day. Will done a last minute drop out, didn't he? And obviously the follow on from Cadwell with the injuries. And it clashed with No Limits.
Yeah, it clashed with No Limits and someone else. Clashed with someone else as well. I think. Was it CRMC? CMRC? Can't remember. Either way.
No, that was the following weekend, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was. But yeah, so I think given that we've got a good chunk of riders, regulars that would be there. John Ashmead would be riding, Chris Rogers would be riding, Rob Flint was doing a full season, Danny Goff normally rides. We're missing a lot of people. We are inundated at Bemsee at the minute with entries, despite having a lot of people out. We have clearly got the most popular grid in UK club racing at the moment. We are stacked, which is really cool to have in CB500s.
It is. It's a good problem, isn't it?
It's a good problem to have.
We didn't have it because we were in Sport Fold. So
no.
it went all quiet.
It was getting a bit quieter.
Going to Edinburgh.
Yeah.
open 500 classes and that was,
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
I think
It weren't a dedicated
for a proper
grid,
dedicated
no
grid,
limit didn't really in though.
yeah, they've never until this year. And I think at the beginning of the year they weren't dedicated.
Last year,
No, yeah, but they had 400. They had 400s in it as well.
was it mixed?
Yeah, I mean, realistically though, no limits and between no limits and Bemsee, it's a two-horse race really, and choice between which club you want to ride with. But I think oddly, our Snet round where we were down, they were down as well.
Oh,
at Brands.
and at JP, which is normally a fully booked.
It's expensive to race at, and so we were down, they were down. I mean, I expected Snet to maybe not be absolutely maxed.
Take on holiday season, clash with people, on it. So.
Yeah, well,
who knows?
No, exactly. But all I know is that we've got a great grid, a great social atmosphere, we've got quality technical officials that are really sort of keeping an eye on the bikes and their legality and making sure everyone's compliant, which is good fun. Because it means that you know who you're racing is right. Loads of marshals, loads of medical staff. The medical staff at Cadwell, like just.
They was on it, weren't they? Straight away.
I mean, it helped that the accident was next door to the medical, like the medical centre on the start finish straight. Yeah. But nevertheless, really, really good to see. I've been out. Saw some lads the other day. Spoke to some lads at the Brands evening. I think it was an MSV track day, and there was a couple of CBs there just chatting about racing and whatever else. There's loads of buzz about it, people hearing about the CBs being really, really busy and
it's only the second year Bemsee's done it as well, so it's picking up, isn't it? Picks up.
It's only getting
bigger. It's been a full grid, isn't it?
It's only getting bigger.
It's been a full grid.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think really we should just probably say some thank yous to people. So people we want to thank are SF Parts.
Yeah.
So if you can see that. Helmet's in the way. SF Parts. Go and see Rob for all your CB500 parts. He is the series sponsor at Bemsee and he helps everybody out, looks after us, and he'll look after you as well. All bits CB500. In fact, all bike bits. He does all my bike bits for everything that I have for a bike. He does for me. Great prices, great service,
delivery.
Yeah. So, Rob for your bits. Checker flag images.
Mustard.
Matt, like
absolutely mustard.
You cannot knock Matt.
These images are unbelievable.
The images are amazing. He's a one-man band.
And you got them. You get home Sunday night, and you've already got Saturdays.
You get Saturday night.
Them, like
so you ain't
got to chase them.
Yeah, he'll snap the shots of you on Saturday morning, Saturday lunchtime, and before you
Saturday night.
Yeah, before you've cracked open your second
and then
bit.
Sunday, I'm home. I've got Sundays.
Exactly. You can't knock him at all.
Get on his list for Donington.
Yeah.
Get signed up. It's well worth it.
Austin Jacobs Builders, Mr. Will Kearney, thank you for supporting the class. I actually got a spot prize the other week.
I know, very good.
It's about the only thing I won at Snet.
I've had one, so thanks, Will.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Well, to be fair, that's Rob and Will, so thanks, lads.
Thank you.
And Helmet City, who help us out. We've got Pod 15 is our podcast discount code at Helmet City. Dean looks after us, keeps our heads safe. And he looks after loads of people in the paddock. Helmet City sponsor the MRO Clubman and MRO 600 National Grid. Looks after them really well. Looks after lots of pro racers and stuff. So Dean, if there ain't really anything Dean don't know about crash helmets and looking after your noggin, so check out Helmet City as well. And just thanks to Bemsee for running it really well and all the tech team, marshals, officials, med team, scrutineers, start line people, the lot of you. Cheers for making it good every weekend. We don't ever come away from a weekend thinking what a shit. Never say what shit show.
Don't hear anything.
It just doesn't happen.
No complaints.
No complaints ever. It's always really, really good. So thanks to all of them people for keeping us all safe and enabling all of us to carry on doing what we're doing. And we're really sorry that it's taken this long to do a podcast.
We're going to have to up our game.
We are going to
get Donny done and get on them.
Yeah, we'll
get some footage.
We'll do another one at Donny. We'll catch a little bit of footage and we'll stick a bit more. Oh,
We'll get
Thanks.
some footage of me beating Dan North from me 360.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, that's
And,
going straight on there.
Yeah. Centerpiece. Like,
Eat my
like
words
the
now,
intro.
don't I?
Yeah, probably. Alan Flack will capture it all as well. So go and check out Alan Flack's YouTube videos.
Sure, I'll get called
YouTube
Sam
channel.
Osborne again as well.
By Keith.
Yeah,
Sam, yeah, you might do. I think Bradley's back for Donny as well, actually.
he was at Snet, wasn't he?
Oh, sorry, it was Snetty's back. I think that's it. I don't know when he's back now. I think that might have been it. But yeah, you probably get called Sam Osborne again. What, when you beat Dan?
I don't get it. They call me when we beat them too.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if it happens. So, thanks very much for tuning in. Hope we haven't bored you to death too much. And hopefully at some point we might have Mr.
Gonna do another one, aren't we?
Yeah, what?
Our next podcast, you've got some different ideas, haven't we?
Yeah, we keep needing to get someone else on, and
Bemsee and
yeah, we found a new format which we quite like, so we might do something whilst we're at the racing instead of in front of the computer from now on, because we quite like this relaxed format, and we'll see who else is about. So hopefully at some point Mr. Sugden will make an appearance as well, and he'll come back on when he gets himself back to racing. We'd love to have him back as well. But yeah,
that's all good.
well done for winning the race at Alton.
Thank you very much.
You haven't
mate.
mentioned it much, actually.
Well done for coming third from pit lane.
Thank you, mate. Cheers. We've got to take the little wins when we can get them.
Exactly that.
But yeah, that's
The luck didn't last long though, if you want to call it luck, because you rectify winning race 2, didn't it? So,
you needed
come on.
another push back.
Yeah.
You just fucking like cashed
Thank
in all
you,
the taxi
Dylan.
rides.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dylan
Dylan
got
pushed
me
you back for that one.
Yeah.
Take the piss, you are. You must owe
Charge me
people.
for fuel.
I was going to say you owe some people some fuel. Anyway, thanks very much, everybody, and we will see you in the next podcast.
Thank you.
See you later. Go and get on the beer.
Yeah.